Aloha.
And welcome to Maoli Talk, Real Polynesians, Real Talk. I'm Delia.
And I'm Fosi, and welcome to our Fale.
Welcome to our Fale. So today we are talking about marriage. More specifically, our marriage. In a couple months, we make 27 years that we've been married.
Wow, that's a long time.
A long time. I know we don't look a day over 21.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we want to talk about some things that we've learned over the last 26 and a half years. And hopefully it's something that's interesting to you. And we want to hear some of your stories, your marriage stories, your relationship stories as well.
Share.
So we've brought in our Talanoa, our Vala'au, our Talk Story Bowl with some questions. And if you don't mind, hun, I'm going to start. Okay. Question number 1. Oh, what role, this is for me actually. What role does humor play in our relationship? So humor plays a huge role in our relationship. Yeah. Like right now, he's staring into the camera instead of paying attention to me, and he's a funny guy. Fosi is really, really funny. He has a really kind of wicked, mellow sense of humor, and if you don't know him, you think he's shy and stuff, but he's really not. So we crack jokes a lot, and humor is kind of the glue in our marriage.
Thank you. So next, I'm up next. So faith. Faith, think about that. Give an example of when faith helped us get through a difficult time.
Well, that's you.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, so this is where humor comes in. My husband's not paying attention to the prep we did before the show.
Refers to me.
The question is your question.
It's my
Fosi.
question. So yes. So I'll keep the story short. Okay, I think a big one. So we talk about Fale, you know,
which is our house.
We had 2 pit bulls when we used to live in a different Fale, in a different house
that we were renting
in, and then we had to move because the owner was selling the house. And so we, it took a lot of prayer, it took a lot of fasting. We went, to the house of the Lord, and we prayed a lot.
Because we thought we would rent, but no one would rent to someone who had 2 pit bulls.
Right. So because of the 2 pit bulls, we decided with our brother we're gonna look into trying buying a place. And at the time, oh my gosh, we had like terrible credit.
And no money down.
We had nothing. And so we looked all over every night. We look at houses. We look from all over. From east to west. And then we came to this house. And this house, when we came at night, we saw it. I told my wife that this is our house. This is our house.
Yeah.
And long story short, we got the house. We're blessed. We take care of our parents.
Yeah.
We all live here together.
That's
and
right.
we've been really blessed with this home.
So that really is a story of faith.
Yes,
because
it took a lot of faith.
It really was a miracle for us to get this house.
Yeah.
Trust me. Okay, my next question is on, oh my gosh, hun, it's on in-laws. That's your parents.
Yeah.
So how involved were your in-laws in your marriage, and what difference did it make? Well, I can say for sure that when you marry someone, you definitely marry the whole family. I'm really grateful though for my in-laws. I have to say they weren't really involved so much in our marriage, but they're definitely involved in my husband's life, because my husband is like the golden child.
Yeah.
And I knew that when I married him that we would be taking care of mom and dad until they passed away. And it's been a blessing, but it was challenging at times, son, because he is a very typical Samoan boy, raised to take care of his parents and listen to his parents.
It was challenging because there's been a lot of times that I chose my parents over my wife. You
heard it from him.
I've learned. I learned a lot from those times that I made those choices, and I've learned to do better. So.
And we've come a long way, but it was a great blessing. It is. I love my in-laws. Hun?
So I'm up next. Communication. How has your communication style helped or hindered our relationship?
How has your communication style helped or hindered?
So I'll go first with this, since I'm asking a question. I think, for me, I'm a quiet guy. I don't talk a lot like her. I pretty much share only what I need to share, and then I try to make my point, clear and concise. And I keep a lot of stuff inside, so I repress a lot of things, and that was the hindering part. I didn't share enough. I just suppressed everything, repressed everything. That my feelings and my thoughts that I didn't share with her early on, in the years. But then over the years it got better. But yeah, that was a way that I hindered.
It hindered, and for me, my communication style is loud. I say what I'm feeling, in your face, brash, bold, bossy, and that communication style definitely does not help. It hinders. And so as you can see, can you imagine from repressing what he feels to saying everything I feel with no filter? It's been challenging, communication style, and we've had to learn to come closer to the middle.
Yes.
So that's something we've learned. Okay. So my question is on forgiveness. What is the most important thing that you've learned about forgiveness, hon, in our marriage?
So the most important thing that I learned about forgiveness is I don't hold things in. I don't, let it linger. I'm quick to forgive. I'm quick to apologize and let her know that I'm wrong, even though she's wrong. But that's the greatest thing that I learned about forgiveness. That I was quick to forgive, and then I apologize.
And that I'm wrong.
And that she's usually wrong, but it's not true. It's me, but yeah.
I forgive you saying that, hon.
I forgive you too.
It's so wonderful. What I've learned about forgiveness is I have a tendency to hold on to things, and it hurts you. It hurt me emotionally and physically. Definitely hurts the relationship when you hold on to something and when you bring it up in the future. And so that's something I've had to learn to do, to kind of forgive and forget. So that's what I've learned.
Thank you.
All right. So didn't I just read a question? How about you read a question?
I did. I just read a question. So this is for the both of us.
Okay.
If you could change one thing about our married life together, what would it be?
Ooh.
You change one thing about our married life.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, I think it's definitely that I would change our approach to money. We did not learn about money growing up. We did not learn about finances and budgeting. And I would change everything about how we approach money and budget and financing and getting into debt. Because we messed things up.
Yeah, we did.
For ourselves
Big
early
time.
on, our debt
Time,
and credit score and all of that.
Credit.
And we're still dealing with the ramifications of that today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, one thing I would change is our health. Look at us. We're kind of...
we're beautiful. We're lovely, but...
Beautiful and big.
we're voluptuous.
So, yes, we would have done things differently. Eating better.
Yeah.
Just...
Exercising.
Just doing things that would improve our health.
Well, it's not too late.
Yes, it's not too late.
And we are taking strides.
Taking steps right now.
So hopefully this is the before, and there's going to be an after.
This is absolutely the before, and then you're going to see us, slimmer. Okay, what is one thing that you are most looking forward to in the future? Ooh, one thing that I'm most excited and looking forward to in the future, as I continue to be healthy, is my grandkids.
Grandchildren.
I want to see my grandkids.
Far future.
They're not even close to where they need to be to have kids.
Yeah.
But in the far future, I want to be able to see, spend time, hang out, be healthy enough to be enough for my grandkids.
And for me, I'm just excited to see what kind of men our boys turn out to be, what choices they make, what kind of life they're going to lead, and I'm excited for their accomplishments. So I'm looking forward to that.
Me as well.
Okay. One last question.
Last question. Ooh, awesome cards, huh?
I know, thank you.
What is the most important thing you've learned from each other? What is the most important thing that I've learned from you and that you've learned from me?
You want to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I go first.
Yeah.
The most important thing that I've learned about you, from you, hun, is definitely how to be more loving, generous. I'm definitely someone who's more prone to be self-centered and selfish and kind of diva. But you're someone who is actually the opposite, and I've learned to be more loving and giving and generous and less selfish because of you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, the one thing that I've learned from my beautiful, voluptuous wife here, is that the right word?
Just carry on before I have to forgive you again.
Is that she's a spiritual giant. You know, she's the spiritual one in our family, and she's taught me how to.
Do you have to use the word giant? No, sorry.
Okay, all right, the spiritual person. But yeah, she's taught me how to have faith and to endure and to teach our family and to about God and to put God first in everything that we do. And I'm truly grateful because God does come first in everything that we do.
We try.
You know, we try to put Him first. Not try. It's important. It's vital.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you, hon, for that.
Well, and this is just a little bit of what we've learned over 26 and a half years of marriage. And we hope it was interesting. We hope you could relate and resonate. It resonates with some of you. We want to hear about your stories, your relationships, what works, what doesn't work. Yeah?
Please share. Subscribe, like,
comment,
and ring the bell.
And ring the bell.
Most importantly, comment.
Exactly.
Share your stories. We want to hear. We want to see your stories light up. You know, and thank you.
Thank you so much. We've seen your comments. We've seen your likes and your you're subscribing to our channel. Yeah. Thank you for being part of our Maoli Talk Ohana.
Thank you so much.
Until next time, take care of each other, love each other. Aloha, malama pono. But they're involved in your life. Ooh, somebody didn't turn off their phone. What is the most important thing you've learned about forgiveness? Do you want to start?
Ask the question again. 3, 2, 1.